I often get the question, what's the formula for a good podcast episode? How do I do it? Because you have such a blank canvas for recording a video or doing a live stream or a podcast episode, the blank canvas can often be really, really overwhelming. And I get overwhelmed myself. So it came down to, well, how much of this can I outline but not necessarily script? And this is just my personal formula that's helped me get to more than 5 million podcast downloads. And in the last 6 to 7 months, I've doubled down on doing things like this, a live stream or recording my podcast episodes, which used to just be audio, but now is audio and video. But I use the same or a similar formula. And it's an outline, it's not a script. So sometimes things go a little bit off, and that's okay. And here it is. That's it. Sorry, I don't know which way I'm pointing. That's it. It's as simple as D plus A plus B plus C. And here it is. Some of you asked me to help explain it, and here's how it works. So the D is a dynamic clip. That is something that I pick out from the episode. You've heard this before or you've seen this before on podcasts or TV shows. If you've watched Saturday Night Live, a lot of times they'll start with a cold open, right? So the D, the first thing someone sees or hears when they push play is something from the middle of the interview, something that's going to hook your attention and say, listen, if you stick around, you're going to get to this, but we'll put it in context. We'll make it make sense. So I like to start with a dynamic clip from the episode, something 15 to 30 to 45 seconds long, not too long. You want to give them context. It's a little bit like starting a movie or a podcast episode with one of the highlights from the show. So that starts things off. Next, I move into a show intro. That's where I look deep into the camera and I say, hey, everybody, today I talked to this guest. We talked about this, this, and this. If you stick around, you're going to get this, this, and this. You're going to learn this, this, and this. You're going to become this, this, and this. So that is the A part of the DABC format. It's the show intro. The next is the biggest part of the episode. This is the body. This is the conversation that you have with your guest or guests. This is the bulk of why people are showing up. Teach me something, entertain me, or if you can be good, you can do both at the same time. This is the bulk of your show. So this is the B in the DABC format. And finally is the C. It's sort of the outro. It's maybe your boilerplate credits. Some organizations like to put a disclaimer in there, which is important, I guess my lawyers tell me. It reminds people to do something like subscribe or go to your website or follow you on social channels. I record this and I'll use it for 2 or 3 months and then I'll record another version. But this is sort of boilerplate. It's sort of standard. So that is the C in my DABC format. This is it. This is simple, but maybe not easy, right? Because you're going to put a conversation through this format. But I wanted to give some of you some context, a place to start, a good outline, or just a process to run your thoughts through. And how do I actually structure a video? Now, once you've seen this, it's a lot like gate training. I tell people is now you're going to be able to see this pop up in different ways in different videos, podcast episodes, or webinars. D, A, B, C. The goal in the dynamic clip or the dynamic intro is to earn, and I use that word intentionally, earn their attention. If you've got them to actually push play, it might have been because of a thumbnail on a video or the headline on a podcast episode. Give them a little bit of a tease. We're big dumb animals. We have big dumb animal brains. Give them a little bit of a tease of what's coming up. Make me wonder how this clip that I just heard with the guest and the host talking, how it's going to make sense. Tease me, right? Then maybe give me some context and, hey guys, excited to see you today. Thanks for sticking around. Today I'm talking to this person. Here's what you're going to learn if you listen to the episode. Let's get started. And then begin the conversation, right? Also, I like that intro, that show intro, because it doesn't require me to introduce the guest with the guest sitting there and read their resume, I got news for you. No one likes that. It feels icky for the guest and it's weird for the audience. So if you can do it with the show intro format, do it that way. Here's another little tip. I sit down and I actually don't record or create this in the order of D, A, B, C. That's not possible. How could I take a clip from an episode I haven't recorded yet? How could I find the dynamic clip, the D, without having recorded the B? Oh, that makes sense. So the order that I actually create these things in is I'll have the conversation with the guest. That's B. I'll take a look at that B and find one clip that's sort of enticing from that episode. That becomes my D moment. But right after I'm done with that interview, that moment, after I say goodbye to the guest and we've hit stopped recording, I immediately open a new file and I talk right to the camera, right to the audience. And I sort of try again to earn their attention of why they should stick around. So for video, I'm still wearing the same shirt, right? I'm still in the same location. It looks like it fits. But in reality, as a host, I just got done talking to that guest. It's still fresh in my mind what we talked about. I'm still in the moment. I don't need to be reminded. So the order of the things that I actually record is have that conversation with the guest, right? It's a good conversation. As soon as it wraps up, in that moment, I'm still in the same energy, still in the same outfit, still with the same hair. I record that show intro, that A. Then I go through the episode and I look for that D moment, that dynamic clip. And again, that outro, that's boilerplate outro, I typically refresh that every couple of months. That's what my lawyer told me to do. Say a couple of things here. By the way, don't forget to like and subscribe, leave a review, the whole nine. But that thing is boilerplate. That doesn't get changed very often. So when you sit down to listen to an episode, most of the time, it follows this format. If you look at any of my videos, it follows this format. Dynamic clip, D, show intro, A, body of the episode, B, outro, boilerplate, thing I recycle a lot is C. If this gives you some clarity, if this helps you sort of wrap your head around, okay, now I've got this blank canvas on which to paint with video or audio, let me know in the comments below. I can make more content like this. I love to see more of you creating videos and podcasts. Again, video is new for me, but I'm sort of embracing it and saying this is what I don't know. Audio was the world that I played in before my current career, so that was easier for me. But things typically are easier to follow for the reader or the viewer if they have a clear format, and that starts with the host or the producer starting with an episode format. And for me, a lot of the stuff that I do interview-wise works really well with D plus A plus B plus C. Let me know in the comments if this is content that helped you, or if you have any questions I could answer. And if you liked it, let me know too, so I can make more.